Hello, everybody. Welcome to the 4th episode of the podcast Unchained. I'm here with my friend Hirut today. I'm so excited. Like many of the guests, Hirut's still one of my best friends to this day. And it's a very interesting podcast today. Hirut's from Tanzania, which, if you don't know, is in East Africa. It's to the south of Kenya, to the north of Mozambique, Zambia, and it borders the DRC, Burundi, and Rwanda. It has a beautiful coastline to the east, and where Zanzibar is, we'll have a future guest from Zanzibar as well. But if you've seen Tanzania in the news recently, it's because they had an uprising last October, in October 2025, when President Samia won with the vote with 98%. That's like impossible if you don't know that, unless you ban or jail your competition, which is illegal to do. So after the election, the protests broke out for an unequal election, and especially places like Dar es Salaam. So usually then when something like this happens, the country might go into a peaceful protest or a not so peaceful protest with protest controls. However, Tanzania in its history has been a very peaceful country. It never has like any of these civil wars or anything. So you could say they don't really know how to have a peaceful protest or peaceful protest control. But what happened last October was awful. It led to the lethal forces, mass arrests, curfews, and they don't have freedom of press. So all of the press that we're seeing is coming from Kenya. And it's really important because that means that the people can't say anything. The social media influencers started getting disappearified. And this is really, really important stuff. So I encourage you to go look it up, go check it out, educate yourself, and know what's going on in these countries. But we don't go into that in this episode. We go into more about Hirut's identity, where she's from, and all the things she's learned from moving all these different places. She's half Ethiopian, half Tanzanian, but she has an American accent, so it's very, very interesting. Again, one of my favorite podcasts, favorite people in the world. Please enjoy. And also, Hirut has nothing to do with what I said. This is an informational podcast only, and I made the whole intro myself, so yes.
Mind?
Okay.
I don't mind. I don't know if you had the question thingy ready, so I was just gonna talk.
Okay.
I'm Hirut Surafel. I'm Ethiopian, Tanzanian, biomed engineer. I live all kinds of places. Yes, this is the end of my intro.
But you have an American accent.
I have an American accent. I was in the States for 8 years, and a lot of American media, and I speak English with my dad because he doesn't know Swahili, so that's part of the accent. It's so professional.
And you're born in?
I'm born in Tanzania.
So that's what you say to people when you meet them. You're Tanzanian. And here you do anyway.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, I'm so glad I get to do that here.
Mm-hmm.
Because, as being fellows, they're always asking you oh, just say your name, your nationality, background, project. And then you get into a routine with it. And I don't have to guess about So when they just make it nationality instead of being where you're from, I don't know where I'm from anymore.
Right. That's so fascinating. Because then you're in Ethiopia, you say you are half Ethiopian.
Yeah.
But then you can't speak Amharic.
Not even.
So then do you say you're Tanzanian? Actually, that's a good question. I don't know.
When I'm in Ethiopia, I say I'm Ethiopian.
Okay.
Because I think they'll treat me nicer if I'm Ethiopian.
Okay.
I have a feeling it's true. Because sometimes they'll be like, no, you sound American. And then I have to be actually, I'm half Tanzanian. And they'll be like, whatever. The few times that I've introduced myself as Tanzanian first has been usually when I don't want somebody to talk to me. But even when I do that, they keep talking to me.
Okay.
Because they're just nah, you gotta be a little bit Ethiopian.
You gotta be something.
Oh,
yeah, because your physical characteristics are Ethiopian.
Yeah.
That's right.
I mean, in Ethiopia, I look Ethiopian. They clock it.
They clock it right away.
I mean, my mannerisms are very American, though, so they're not really.
Oh, that's interesting, too. Do they notice you have an American accent when you speak English?
Yeah.
They do. Okay.
They do.
What is this girl?
I don't know. I don't know why I got all bummed out for a second there.
Oh, man.
It's cool. Yeah, they do.
Oh,
you just,
I don't want to make you bummed.
No, it's fine.
But then in America, you say you're Tanzanian.
In America,
Yeah, what do you
yeah.
Or do you say both?
Man, it really depends on how long I want to hold the conversation. If I really don't want to talk to somebody, I say I'm from Kansas City. Because what are you going to ask me about Kansas City? Go Chiefs.
Yeah.
Go Chiefs.
Go Chiefs. Sorry. Okay.
It's
not the thought.
We're go Chiefs.
Go Chiefs.
Go Chiefs. You know, that's all I gotta say is say I'm from Kansas City. Like,
and
barbecue.
Like, love you.
Barbecue.
Barbecue.
Ooh.
Can I come over to your house, have some barbecue?
Yeah. To make me pull out. Yeah. And then if I actually need to like get into it, then I'd be like, yeah, I'm Tanzanian and Ethiopian. And then for a second there, because I moved to the US right after being in Uganda for 4 years. So for me, that was like a big part of who I was. I was like, I'm just East African now.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
I've been in Tanzania for childhood, but like my early teens, those felt very fresh to me when I moved. So I was like, I'm basically Ugandan because I spent 4 years there, and those 4 years were, middle school. So that felt very important. And then over time, I was like, I'm Tanzanian.
Yeah, such a formative time. You're in so many different places during this like super formative time in your life. And somehow you came out like so normal.
I love that for me.
Yeah, I love it for you too. I just don't know how you do it.
I don't know either.
Okay.
Flying by the seat of my pants.
Okay.
But
you're quite wise on multiple fronts. Like, that's why I like you so much. I'll say it on the pod.
Aw, I like you too, Callie. I like you so much too.
I adore the hell out of you.
I adore you. Aw. Give it up to the pod.
Give it up for the pod. Shout out.
Shout out to the pod. Shout out to the pod.
Okay, I'm done. Okay. I gotta cut that shit out. Just my movements.
Yeah, nobody's gonna get this.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Just Marco.
Just Marco. Yeah. God damn you. But then you're like so good at fitting it. Remember that story you told me about like you must be like somewhat conscious of it. I don't know if you know you're conscious of it, but like you have to be good at fitting in different places all the way. Like you're good at fitting in with Indians. You're good at connecting with people. You're good at, talking with people. Not everyone has that skill. And I don't know if you learned it from being, in all these different places or like you gave me the example of that your dad's like when you go to a new place, like go buy a pair of clothes.
Oh yeah.
My
dad says that. My dad's a charismatic guy, so I think he was trying to give me advice on how to be charismatic. Because last year has been full of a lot of travel for me, so I kept showing up to new places in my extremely US outfit, and then especially when I was in Ethiopia, and I looked so out of place. He was like, "You don't do this, Hirut. You show up, you buy an outfit, you walk like the locals. Stop trying to cross the street whenever you want. Cross the street when other people cross the street. That's how you do it." And then because dads are always right, I was like, "Shut up." But he was right, 100%. Thanks about the whole like fitting in with Indians thing. I feel like you are very conversational and good at fitting in with others.
Oh, thanks.
We're all doing our best.
Yeah, we're all doing our best
to try to communicate, get along.
Right.
Usually pretty judgy as a person, but when I'm starting out, I don't know what to judge, like what is considered normal or what is like abnormal, and now I can apply judgment to it because I'm not from here. I'm like an outsider coming in to experience this place.
Yeah, we kind of talk about this a lot, like about how, like, because also who's right and who's wrong always. Like, we always have our own biases towards things, but like on a certain level, you have to have boundaries with things. Like, for example, I'll give one example, maybe you can give one after. Like the arranged marriage thing. No matter how much I will respect anyone in India, I will never do that. So it's like, I gotcha. I'll listen. I gotcha. I'm not gonna do that.
Nobody's asking you to. That's the awesome part.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And they're also not asking for your permission. That's awesome.
Oh yeah, that's true.
It would be way different if somebody.
But I'm asking for their permission. I'm like, what? This is just me being stupid, though. I'm like, no, but you don't understand. Like, I fall in love sometimes.
Fall in love. They fall in love, kind of, sort of. I don't feel qualified to talk about
Okay,
arranged
okay,
marriage
yeah,
in
yeah.
particular.
Yeah.
So
No, it's okay. It's an example of like
the example. I feel like remember when we went to
the
the village
conservative. Oh, okay.
and the guy kissed our hands,
Yeah.
and it's like that's wrong apparently.
Yeah.
But nobody told me that was wrong.
Right.
So we didn't do anything.
So we were just like,
we're just like, okay, I guess
Random-
this guy is really friendly.
random friendly guy.
He's just gonna kiss our hand for some reason.
Yeah.
No, we're not like the Pope or nothing.
Yeah.
And then only afterwards are we told like, actually, you could have done something.
That was a little too much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very uncomfortable.
Yeah. Whereas, like, I will also yell at an Indian person for staring at me too much, but then someone will say, "Well, no, they're just staring at you." I'm trying to give an example. It goes the opposite way too, because I'm sure I've been rude on accident, but didn't mean to be rude. Yeah.
Probably am kind of rude. I'm dressing a little bit.
Oh, dressing. I wear
a little bit.
shorts.
Yeah. Nobody calls you out.
No one ever calls me out.
Nobody ever calls you out on that. I feel
I'm wearing like a shirt that's so long you can't see my shorts.
Yeah.
And no one yells at me. And then Claire wears a dress one day and gets yelled at.
And she gets yelled at. Claire's always like,
why do you think that is?
I have no idea. I mean, I want to say racism.
Yeah, I want to say racism too, to be honest.
So we put it at that. But
me too.
Freaking different standards.
So I don't know what to do.
I'm not Indian. I can't fight their racism for them.
Yeah.
They gotta get
They
woke
can
on
be
their
some
own.
of the. Okay, wait, no, not they. No, I'm gonna stop.
Do people call me out on short outfits? I haven't even worn a short outfit outside.
But that guy told you about your shoulders today.
Oh yeah, the other day we was filming a promo.
If there's any shoulders I want to see, it's Hirut.
Told me to cover my shoulders. I wear my shoulders out all the time. I feel like it's the only thing I can get away with.
Yeah.
Shoulders.
Your shoulders. If you wear something short, you're gonna get yelled at.
Right. That's why I bought leggings. Bought leggings so I could wear my short dresses
dress.
and stuff.
Yeah.
And now I gotta wear on my shoulders.
Yeah.
That's insane.
You know, now that I think about it, yeah, I really wear short shorts at night.
You wear short shorts to go exercise.
Oh yeah,
which means that you're going out and about.
I'm going outside.
People. And then nobody's calling you out. You wear the shorts into the dinner hall. Nobody's calling you out.
Yeah, that one I should be more careful of.
Yeah, and so like when I saw you doing that, and then Clara was asking me like, "Oh, what's the idea here?" That's when I was telling her like, "Yeah, it's probably fine. Callie's wearing shorts, and we're all for it."
Yeah.
But I guess not.
Oh, Jesus. Jesus.
That's okay because she doesn't. Now she wears leggings. So.
Yeah, that's goddamn. I don't like that.
I don't like that.
I don't like this shit here.
Being respectful though.
Yeah, respect in general.
Yeah.
But then this is kind of the root of my question of like how, like, where is boundaries with respecting someone else's culture versus staying to your truth? Like I found this in Kenya too. I have more examples, but like, do you have any?
I can't think off the dome of any particular examples.
Okay.
I want to say that I'm respecting my truth all the time, but I know that's not the case. Some places I try to wear my little shorts and it's a problem, and I realize that it's a problem and I don't wear my shorts anymore.
Oh yeah.
You know?
Okay.
I'm not the person who's like creating these standards for other people.
Sure.
And I can't help the way I'm built. So it's a little bit of both.
You got spice in you.
I can't help the way that I'm built.
Is that what you mean by when you say that?
In that, like, I have boobs and a butt.
Oh, that's what you're saying.
I'm a woman. I can't help the way that I'm built. Oh, do you mean like being
like contradictory? But you're not though. That's the thing. It's like you're so respectfully.
Am I contradictory?
I mean, like, so like you said I want to, you're gonna wear your shorts and someone might yell at you, so then you'll take your shorts off.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you'll put something else.
I'll wear something else.
Yeah.
I won't take off my shorts or nothing.
Yeah. But like, whereas like, you're not gonna fight the system and keep wearing shorts.
No, I feel like it's not my place.
Right.
A lot of the time, it's not my place. The only time where it is my place is like in Dar, my hometown.
Yeah, in Dar
That's
es
the
Salaam.
only place where I'm like, screw you guys, I'm from here.
Right.
You know?
Right.
You have a problem with my legs? Take it up with your mom, because this is just how I am. Especially because Dar is a big city. I know it's fine to show legs. My mom shows legs. You know, I was a kid. I saw other people showing legs. I'm on social media. People are showing legs. I'm going out for brunch. I'm going out for a nightclub. People are showing legs. We can't just bring it up out of nowhere that you can't show legs no more. Actually, I have beef with the friggin' political offices because they want you to cover up. I didn't realize this was the case. Maybe I never went into a political office before now, but when you have to register for a national ID and you're entering this governmental office, they want you to dress in a certain type of way. And as a woman, you can't wear pants. And I was like, why?
You can't wear pants?
You can't wear pants. You gotta wear dress.
So you gotta look like a woman.
Yeah.
Because that's uncomfortable if we don't look like a woman.
For some reason.
Jesus.
You gotta wear dress or a skirt. Or like if you show up wearing pants because I don't know, maybe it's like a last minute thing and you really do have to go to the government office. Sometimes it's just one of those days. You lost your license, you gotta go in.
Yeah.
And you pull up and they give you a kanga so you can wrap yourself so you can be appropriate for the government office. And I just think that's such a weird thing to impose on people.
Yeah.
Because it's like you can't wear that. You have to wear a dress or skirt. And the skirt or dress has to be past the knee.
Mm-hmm.
And like by default, maybe I was just unlucky or something. I don't own a lot of clothes that happen to fit that description or something. Like my one skirt that was past the knee and cute was dirty that day. And I had to go into the office, to the government office. So I was like, what am I supposed to do now? Are you guys just not gonna take me? I'm a citizen. I'm your people.
Right.
It felt like BS. I mean, I went and I did it. I dealt with it. I'll deal with it again the next time. And men don't have to change nothing.
No. They wear shorts all the time here.
They wear pants and shorts everywhere.
They look like shit.
Messed up.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't really impose the change on other places unless I feel like I belong to those places. And then I guess this pushes the whole like, did I do something like that in the States? Probably. I probably did push a little bit in the States, but that's kind of hard to say because the US is so much. There's so much going on in the States.
Yeah.
Are you really pushing the edge?
Yeah.
It takes a lot of effort to be pushing.
You would have to be doing something.
I just feel like you'd have to like hit a further extreme to be pushing up against like the US acceptability norms versus other places.
Yes. You have to, be quite extreme.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like furries or something.
Yeah.
They're pushing the edge. I'm not a furry, so I'm not pushing anything.
It's a good example. Thanks for that example, because I was going too far.
Furries. Don't.
Yeah, that's a good example.
Don't be weird. They're walking around in mascot costumes. That sounds uncomfortable, but they're doing it because it feels like who they are.
Right.
That's boundary pushing. That's not a boundary that I occupy.
Yeah,
I'm just like cool with being a woman.
Want to push. Yeah. Yeah. And so, yeah. I don't know where I was going with that.
So that's the end of me pushing boundaries. I will say though, it's like in Uganda they don't care. They're very chill and accepting.
Okay.
Wear your short stuff, wear your tight stuff. Different places, different standards.
Right.
In Ethiopia, they'll stare at you regardless of what you're doing.
Okay.
They just have big eyes. I don't think they can help.
Interesting. Yeah. They just stare at you more.
They just stare in general.
Okay.
I've talked to like a lot of Ethiopian women about it, and they're like, you just get used to it. But I don't think they're used to it.
Yeah.
I'm not used to it.
And that's a type of sexism in itself, no?
The staring?
Yeah.
I think so.
I hate it. I hate it too. Don't look at me.
It sucks.
Don't look at me. Yeah.
I feel like it's worth adding though. My hair was very much blonde.
Oh,
when
was
I was
it
in
pink?
Ethiopia.
Oh, it was blonde.
It was that bright platinum, and then I also dyed it pink. So I wasn't really helping my case either.
Oh yeah, but this is what I mean by the like tiny, like when someone here says something like out of line, like you will tell them.
Yeah.
And I find that so great. Like I will keep quiet for like too long on a lot of things. So even the other day, someone was saying something in my head. I'm like, oh, I wish Hirut was here to tell them that they're incorrect.
To tell them off?
Yeah, not off, but like, because you're so good at explaining when something is not.
I think I have my couple of things that I'm used to telling people off for.
Oh, okay.
And so I can go through those
You can just.
Yeah, pretty rote without having to think much. If somebody pushes me on like why littering is bad, I think it's bad. It's trash in the environment. Just don't litter. It's not hard to do. You know?
Yeah.
Like that's a really easy one.
Do you think that you learned this from your dad being in the movement? We don't have to talk about your dad being in the movement. Just a little bit.
Yeah. Okay. My dad was a communist in his youth. He was in the movement. He's very politically active. He's no longer a communist.
In Ethiopia,
very politically active.
Very
He is no longer. There was something going down in Ethiopia in like the 60s and 70s with the student movements. People were very active and opinionated, and now I have a whole family of people who are very opinionated, and so that gives me the freedom to be opinionated as well.
Right.
I guess.
Right.
I think telling people out on when they're wrong is. I don't think that's particularly something that I got from my dad.
Okay, yeah, that's what I was wondering. Yeah, okay.
A way of judging for myself what I would consider right and wrong.
Sure.
You know, like.
But there's like respect. This is also what I'm talking about. There's like respect and there's right and wrong. Like respect for a country and then your own right and wrong. Like you have the potential though. So you're like always moving, but like you have the potential. You're just always moving.
Yeah. That's what I think.
That's what you think.
I mean, I think we all.
Or do you know more about relationships because you're seeing it from the outside?
I've had that question posed to me before, and I've always said no.
Okay.
Yeah. My family has asked me before. They're just like, you get to come in this like neutral, whatever, grounded perspective. But I really don't think so.
Okay.
I think the best I can do is call out like early level bad behavior.
Toxic shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just really quickly be like, yes, no.
With which everyone should be able to do that with their friends or something.
Yes.
Whether they listen or not, whatever.
Sure. Oh, this ties back in the previous point.
Okay.
Yeah. We were talking about the judgment.
Yeah, judgment.
And how I'm judgmental. So, like I said, my fam has told me that I probably shouldn't. I'm too young to be cutting people out of my life and stuff like that. But there's a lot of bad ideas floating around. And at this point in life, in where we are in the world, I think it makes my life easier to just state what I think.
Okay.
Whatever hot takes that is. I don't think they're that hot takes.
Yeah.
Because it seems to cut through a lot of like negative behaviors that I won't hold or don't want around me. Like a lot of people wouldn't want me around them because I am so opinionated. Oh. And if they don't mind that I'm so opinionated, then on the things that I am, then it's likely that like they can stand to be around me, and I can probably stand to be around them at the same time. Two-way
street kind of.
There's like the small stuff where I'm just like, hey, say the B word, you know, that cuts a lot of people out.
Yeah.
Because some of them are like, I really like saying the B word. And it's like, if you can't handle being friends with somebody who's like, I'm not going to hang out with you if you say the B word in front of me, I'm not even in front of you all the time.
Yeah.
I'm not even in front of you all the time.
And these aren't this is a difference between an ultimatum and like a actual like truth. Like, you know, like, because sometimes in relationships they'll be like, I'll be with you if you stop drinking. Like, well, do you have a drinking problem? Well, no, I don't have a drinking problem, but like they don't like it if I drink. Like, okay, but is that this is too far off. This is an ultimatum. This isn't just like a truth. Unless it is a truth because it's your religion. Maybe that was a bad example, but do you know what I mean or not really?
I think the drinking example makes it muddy.
It does. I shouldn't have used that example now that I think about it. What's another one that my friend was the other day? I was like, no, you shouldn't give him an ultimatum like that. Like, oh, if you go to therapy, then I will keep being your girlfriend.
Oh.
That's like red flag, right? That's not just I don't like the B word, that the B word makes me uncomfortable, maybe can you not say it? This is like, if you go to therapy, I'll be your girlfriend. Yours is so based in like a truth of yourself, whereas the therapy thing is like, no, you can't control someone else to go to therapy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're gonna go to therapy, figure out you're controlling, and leave you.
Yeah.
What now?
Okay, the drinking one was a bad example.
Drinking one is intense.
It's intense.
It changes people's whole lives. Whatever, because it's an addictive thingy.
Yeah.
But yeah, the therapy one, kind of.
Kind of like an ultimatum more than like an actual, like if you're was that one guy was anti-Semitic, and you're like, I don't agree with that on a fundamental level.
Don't fundamentally agree with
fundamentally agree with you.
Hate it so much.
I actually, in fact, hate it.
It doesn't make sense to me. And this is what I mean by there's just bad ideas floating around.
That's what you mean, okay.
There's straight up Nazi stuff that's back in the picture.
Just like,
if I really like the guy.
Huh.
I don't know, maybe this can stay, maybe it'll cut out. I don't know.
I can cut it out.
Yeah, it's okay. I really like the guy. We're having conversation over text. And at some point, I was like, I don't rock with this fictional character because they're like a Nazi sympathizer. So I view them as an evil character. So we're talking about fiction, and I'm like, I'm not sympathetic to their plight. They're a Nazi sympathizer. And they were just like, what's wrong with that? And I'm just like, what do you mean what's wrong with that? What do you mean what? Are you a Nazi sympathizer? And he's just like, what if I am? And I'm like, okay. The world has just got too much going on, So I gotta cut some stuff out. I'm gonna say stuff like, please don't say the B word in front of me. I am a feminist, which has somehow become a hot take, but it cuts people out of your life. If you're the type of woman who walks around and is like, I am a feminist, and that makes somebody so uncomfortable that they don't want to be around you, they probably just can't manage being around you.
Right.
Just in general.
Right.
That's...
Or they can't understand that being a feminist doesn't mean that you're like in a rally.
I'm not in a rally.
Like making noise in a rally. Like being a feminist can be so much more than, if you can't hold nuance in conversation, if you can't hold nuance in ideas, maybe that's something. Because
you're just not compatible as individuals.
Yeah,
I think that's the only thing I've picked up from traveling a lot. Is like towing the line of like what kind of people I can hold convo with, hold relationships with, and who I can't, based on how they'll react to that stuff.
Like pretty quickly.
Just pretty quickly. And it's not even me making the judgment. Most of the time, I will just say, I'll just be so, what's this word? I'll just be so myself.
Sure.
I don't know. I wanted to put an adjective in there, but I've forgotten them.
That's okay.
I'll just be
unapologetically yourself.
I'll just be there very strongly myself. And then they'll make their judgment based on whatever their judgments are at that moment.
And there's people like this everywhere. There's people that jive with you. There's people that are not. Like, I just don't know if you can tell me, I'm guessing there's not one of those three places, the US, Tanzania, or Ethiopia, or India, now that you're here, that is any worse or better than the others. There's probably just people you jive with and people you don't.
For the most part, yeah.
Okay.
I mean, there's institutional differences, which definitely changes the way that you live your life, and general cultural stuff. But culture's gotten really homogenous because of internet stuff. I feel like I don't have to deal with a lot of that as much.
Sure.
But for the most part, it's just people you get along with, and then people you don't get along with. It sucks if you like run into an area and it just seems like a constant streak of people that you just don't get along with.
Yeah.
It's horrible. My first 2 years in Uganda, I had no friends.
And this was in like middle school time.
Yeah. Horrible times.
Yeah, but shit.
Rough times for me.
Yeah. Damn it.
I felt super bad. And then, towards the end I had friends and I was like, thank God. God bless. This is amazing. And then I moved. I was in freaking Utah.
Oh, and then you went to Utah. That's right. That was
Utah.
another pod.
It's okay.
Damn.
I survived Utah. That was okay.
Yeah. But even now I notice, and I wonder what you think, like I go to San Francisco, I meet a bunch of friends, and I'm used to being friends with everybody. But to be honest, it's not a great thing.
Ooh,
Because, like I told you out in high school, like, everyone, I was friends with everybody, or like, could be around anybody. Now I'm way less so ever now. I don't have the energy or time. If you're like that kind of person that you like to be around everyone, or like you're everyone's person, that means you're not your own person.
Oh.
Like you don't have your own shit to have opinions on, or you're most likely being a people pleaser of some sort. And so you probably have learned some people pleasing, but you've also learned to have energy to survive in these places you can't be. Otherwise, your energy just gets sucked into whoever. And even going to Kenya or coming here from San Francisco, I noticed, like, oh yeah, because I moved from here, San Francisco to Kenya, and then Kenya to here. Each place was like, now it's like a new weeding of my friend group. Like literally, the people that I stay in contact with are different. Now when I go back to San Francisco, I know some people that I would rather not hang out with anymore. And that's like a good ass thing that I have not done my whole life.
Oh, never had to like cull the herd.
I don't think as much, no.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah. But now I really like can't do it anymore. And because so many things have happened, so many identity things, but also like, my use of substances is way different, and I have to be careful with that, and I have to be careful with my energy is not there. I'm tired. I can't people please you or entertain you for very long if you're not giving back. Maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's true. You gotta feed and also receive, I think.
Yeah.
We're all trying to get over people pleasing.
Yeah, we're all trying. Yeah. Do you think you are too still?
Yeah.
Yeah, probably.
I think I've jumped a lot from where I was last year.
Okay.
Which is great.
Even just last year. Nice.
Yeah.
Nice for
sure. Sometimes you do stuff for other people, and then you don't even realize that you're expecting something back until it doesn't come back. Right. And you're like, why did I work so hard?
Yeah.
What was the prize for this?
Unrequited love is part of being young. Okay, that was a song lyric. I kind of dropped that out of nowhere.
I thought you were just trying to say something like general wisdom. I was supposed to be like, man, I hope not. Yeah, make me old tomorrow then. Almost my birthday though.
Yeah, you're almost gonna be 25.
So serious.
Your brain's gonna be developed.
But just
no more making mistakes.
No more mess ups. No. We don't have to reference nothing. Just that's it.
That's it.
No mistakes ever again. I'm
gonna start be an alcoholic anymore.
Actually, no, you can't. That's the problem.
Because I think you can't get addicted to stuff quite late. You can, but
you probably can.
It's harder.
Yeah. People will cut you less slack if you get an addiction later in life. If you do all this crazy stuff when you're young,
it's like
they're like,
she was young
and dumb, didn't know what she was doing. That's how they got her. If I pick up a nicotine addiction next year, they're gonna be like,
trash.
Like, why did you do that? You made it. It's like there's literally you growing out of the pressure to people please, and somehow you picked up the nicotine addiction.
Yes. Dude, something's not adding up.
Really.
But like, do you think growing older? What do you want to do in 25? Do you think growing older is a thing?
Yeah, I think
you should get wiser.
Oh,
because I'm referring to the thing you always say is like you're a 30-year-old man. Like you should,
bro. Yeah,
you should.
We get eye contact with all 30-year-old men and be like, yeah, guys, act 30 years old. You can get older without having to grow up.
Without being wiser. Yeah, without growing up. This is what I'm talking about. Yeah.
It's a real concern that I have now. Like, it actually upsets me. I think it's been a concern for like a minute, but I just took it on as like being young and anxious or something. But especially now that I'm getting closer to my birthday, I'm just thinking like, wow, am I going to run into the same hurdles that I just did last year? Is this like my personal development point, like I have to pass this checkpoint, otherwise I'm stuck like this for forever. These are things that I think about.
It's good. They're good questions.
I assume that I can get out of it because all the self-help books tell me that I can.
But like, do you feel like you're growing? We've had this conversation too.
Oh yeah.
But
I don't know if I answered it.
Yeah, I don't know either. I think you were afraid you weren't. You're afraid you're not.
I'm so worried that I'm not growing all of the time.
Which is a very strange concept for me because my growth just hits me in the face. It's like, you have a problem. But like, yours is so gradual.
I'm crashing in
You're crashing
slow motion. I'm not hitting the bottom. I don't want to hit the bottom, of course.
Scorsese baby daddy.
No, I'm not trying to be that. Yeah, I'm not crashing out like SZA did in all her songs. I'm not jumping back to my ex so I can feel
all
something.
at once.
Yeah.
Not rolling it up.
Not rolling.
Not fucking about it.
Not fucking about it. Not smoking
not
about
smoking
it.
about it.
None of that. I'm not crashing out. Maybe I should.
Maybe you should crash out, or this like, but this kind of like boiling water frog. You know, it's like a frog in boiling water. I think I've told you this before, right? Like there's a frog in ice, and you put it in boiling water. It doesn't notice it dies because the temperature rises so slow. You could boil a frog to death without it knowing. It won't jump out of the pot.
Yeah.
And so
I'm so worried.
That's but I write about this in my book because it's like the mundane, like suffering that like is killer, but like we don't notice because it's mundane. Like in a way, I'm so lucky that my problems hit me in the face so hard I had to do something about it. Yeah. But like if they didn't, I would be like slowly suffering. But now I don't know what to tell you because I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do either.
Kind of like, I want to say 5 days ago or something, I started thinking, no, I listened to a sad song and I felt really hit in the heart. And I feel like I'm going to get to it. I'm going to have a good cry. I feel like it's overdue. But I was just thinking like, man, everywhere I go, the thing I said about being at level 1 every time I move, because I realized I'm not that excited to just see new places for the sake of seeing new places. It's just like hitting the refresh, but in the new map. It's like if you were playing a game of Snake and you just change the background color. That's how I feel like my personal development is whenever I have to move. I'm like, the snake's not getting bigger. Yeah, so it's like changing the color on the map of a game of Snake. The snake doesn't get longer.
No.
Just because you change the background. It's still level 1. It's still a tiny snake. You gotta go eat all the fruit again.
And so how to get bigger is to not change the background.
Yeah. Or maybe it's because then you're resetting the game. So that's what
So what it like let's say you want to now you've moved around so much, you understand the snake background. The background switches. You're not learning anything. You're not growing anymore. You're just changing the background.
I gotta eat more fruit.
You gotta eat more fruit. But okay, maybe the game analogy is gonna run out because we were talking about this the other day where you're like, maybe the next thing to grow is actually to stay in one place.
Yeah, they told me that last year. I asked a mentor figure about that, and they were like, stay in one place. You probably need that to figure your stuff out. And then I was like, what if I get really, really good career opportunities? And he was like, you should definitely take it. And that's how I ended up in India.
Okay. But is 6 months a long enough time? This is also an interesting question. Like, how long is long enough in one place? Is it 10 years? Is it 10 months? Is it 2 months?
I don't think 6 months is long enough.
Okay.
I'll say that. For a second there, I had a period where I only ever spent like 2 years in one place. That was
2 years.
Yeah, like 2 years. When I hit like 4 years in Uganda, I thought I was there to stay because that was the longest I'd been in one place for a second.
And that's in middle school.
That was middle school.
That's
I was like, this is awesome. I can stick around here for at least another 4 years.
Yeah.
I ended up moving, and then I was, it's for like, when you're here, I know it was 8 years overall, but I moved like multiple states.
Yeah.
So it was like, when you're here, 2 years here, 2 years here. So it was still too much. So if I hit the 2 year mark, whenever I passed the 2 year mark is when I felt like a lot of growth, but also I was just growing in general, young adulthood, whatever.
Right. Yeah.
So, the conclusion that I'm coming to with the snake
Yes. I
thingy.
didn't mean to interrupt.
So moving, it's just a thing. I'm now coming to realize like maybe this is my default state of being, and I just am a person that moves a bunch, and then I have to make an active effort to change who I am on top of that,
Sure.
which takes work. And then I'm reading the book about like the courage to be disliked, and they're like, it takes courage to change, and that makes it scary. And
That's true. Yeah.
and more recently, like since October or something, I've had this intense anxiety in my body, and I've been trying to like, it has moments, it gets like in and out, and I've been trying to figure out what it is. And my current guess is that like it doesn't actually matter what it is. I gotta like clear out whatever thoughts are in my head enough that I can get rid of the anxiety, and then just fill whatever space that anxiety was taking within my chest. Like maybe it's taking like this much space, and so I'm like here because the anxiety is around me. I gotta like remove it and then fill myself in myself all the way up here to the point where like I am living on like my fingertips instead of just in here.
Always covered by the anxiety.
Covered by the anxiety or whatever is on the outside. When you get to a new place, you gotta get your bearings, right?
Yeah. And also, it's a distraction. Like, as soon as you, like, your anxiety never has a chance to come out because you're like, to come out. Yeah. Because it's always got to be shielded by the next thing you're doing. Like, that's why people get distracted of, like, anything. Then they don't have to think about their problems. If you're in one place, being bored
in one place.
So you're going to be anxious as hell because that innerness is working its way out.
Oh, yeah.
And sometimes I think people have to be locked in a room for 8 hours a day for multiple days to let their anxiety kind of get to their fingertips so it can move through you. Maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know either.
I'm not qualified either.
Not a therapist or a guru or nothing. But
no.
That's how it feels. It feels like right now the only way out is through, and then I gotta be like,
the only way out is through. Goddamn.
That is it. And it's not gonna kill me.
No.
Not anxiety. Other stuff might kill me, like snakes. But not many snakes on this campus.
No.
It's just the one I saw on video. Did you see the video?
No. Oh, you're talking about actual snakes.
In the chat. Yeah.
I saw 2 snakes so far.
What?
Yeah. They're little guys.
Oh.
Yeah.
The scorpion is huge.
No, but I'm just still stuck on your like little image of anxiety because you're saying you're in the middle.
Yeah.
And anxiety is not letting you get to your fingertips, meaning you're not embodied by Hirut. You're embodied by yourself in the very middle, and most of it's surrounded by anxiety.
That's how it kind of feels right now. And then it's like maybe I'm in the middle of the thought and figuring out what exactly it is. But I was like, hey, maybe the reason I haven't felt super close relationships at times is because I always just let it stay there in between like me in the middle and then the outside world. I just keep a little layer of anxiety there.
Yeah, I can see that. Maybe.
I could kind of see that. That's the best description that I have of it right now.
And you think it's anxiety that's kind of not letting you fully connect with people.
Right.
Okay.
I think that's what it is.
Okay. Yeah.
And it's not for no reason.
No.
Sometimes you like let yourself all the way out.
A billion ass reasons. We just talked about a lot of them. Maybe.
Sometimes, yeah. Sometimes you're just the wrong person. Sometimes people lie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And sometimes, I mean, not to bring it back to like stuff we already talked about, but like how close can you be with someone who doesn't share? Actually, I always think about this. I was going to even write a little essay about it. Most of my friends in San Francisco are not totally white. How am I friends with them? I'm totally white, but my best friend is totally white. My best friend is totally white. Can I be best friends with someone who is not the same as me? I hope the answer is yes.
Yeah, the answer
but it's hard. I think it could be a little harder.
It might be.
Or it could be easier, actually.
I think when you get to the best friend level, it's It's really compatibility.
Compatibility.
Because they have to be willing to understand you.
Yes.
Right?
Okay.
And then when you're people pleasing, you don't want to make somebody put in the work to understand you. You make it really simple by like dumbing down your characteristics. But that means that they know you less.
Right.
And you don't even realize that like you're putting that up for them to know you less by like making it easier for them to know you. You're like making them know less.